Today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of Market Movers. And just to be fully transparent with you guys, I am an affiliate of Market Movers. So anytime someone uses code Breakout and saves themselves 20% on Market Movers, I do get a little bit of that cut. And all this money goes back into the channel. So whether it's camera equipment, audio equipment, I'm going out there to different shows, building out a Discord group, or anything else that there's expenses with, that money gets funneled right into that. I don't keep any profits from the YouTube channel at all. So with that being said, I want to talk a little bit about Market Movers. Now, I've been using this software, I think, for like 3 or 4 months, and I've really liked it. Being able to use the data and see what's happening visually really helps. Now, if you guys don't know my background, I don't really talk about it much on the channel. I'm actually a data analyst. I do that full time during the day. At nights, I end up making these YouTube videos. But as a data analyst, my whole goal is to visualize data for individuals and show that data. A tool like Market Movers allows people to look at the data visually. You're going to see a chart and see if cards are actually going up or down and what their price points are. Instead of going through eBay or another application or something that's sold for, you just see that raw data. And unless you're really good at looking at that raw data, or you can export it to Excel and start analyzing it, it's really tough. But using a software like this really helps. You can even see that with like stocks. This software is very reminiscent of it. I mean, if you look at stock graphs, if they're going up or down, this is that example for sports cards. So I'm going to jump on my computer right now and go over some of those features for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm here in the software now, and I wanted to show you guys first the home screen. Now, I don't use all these features here, but they could be great use for you. So if that's the case, I still want to go over that. What I do use though is the app. Now, if you have a phone, or even iPad, so it doesn't matter if you're an iPhone or Android, you can install the app on there. And it's really helpful. I mean, if you're at a show and you want to see it real time, if your cards are going up or not, and you don't want to trade for a card that's going down, Market Movers is perfect for that. And if someone's offering you a low comp and you know the card just keeps going up, you might not want to accept that offer. So that alone just makes the software worth it. I really like it, and I'm glad they got this app out. I think it launched right after the Dallas card show, or right at the Dallas card show. I can't remember on top of my head, but I've been able to use it at other shows and really glad that's out there. The next thing you can see is that they've added over 13,000 cards in the last 30 days. There's a ton of cards always to be adding to the software, just because of the new product that continues to be pushed out, along with all the vintage cards. And you're talking about so many different sports. I mean, back in the day, sports cards used to be baseball, basketball, football, and hockey. But now you have all these alternative sports now. They're coming out like F1 and UFC, and there's also NASCAR collectors. There's people like me who collect cricket. So they're always going to be adding new cards to the software. If some of the cards in your collection aren't there right now, don't worry. They'll probably be adding it within the next year or so. They have a team that's dedicated towards that type of stuff. The next thing is really cool over here is if you don't know how to use the software, they have training videos. So you can go just right over here, click it, and learn the software. Really cool. So you have instructions right there. So here's the next few sections, your card favorites. So if you have any favorite cards that you want to continue to look at, trend lines and everything like that, you can add that there. Player favorites as well. For me personally, yeah, there's players IPC, but when I use the software, I just look up singles, so I don't really tend to use that. I look up so many different players as well. You can have saved searches. You can chart other cards that you've saved, sets and years, sealed wax, grade ratios, which this is a pro, I believe, not to double check with that, and variation ratios. So some of the pro features down here, if you want to upgrade, again, I am using the $25 tool. I think it works great for me, but if you want to upgrade to pro and get some additional features, additional ways to store your cards and know the value of it, and you find that very valuable, go ahead with that. I will be upgrading in the future as well. I just need to save some capital right now. So over here in this section right here, you can see the popular card charts. Now, this is a feature I use in all my videos on Wednesday. If you've seen my market update videos where I show you cards that have been going up. So I wanted to show you something real quick. I wanted to load up Rafael Devers, one of my recent PC players. Devers, I still think is undervalued. I do own a lot of Devers stuff, and every card show you see, I'm picking up one of his autograph cards or low numbered. I mean, almost every video I'm picking up his stuff. So he's that good of a player in my opinion. Now, you can see over here the different cards that have been loaded on here. So if you want to take a look at that, we'll just go over here to Topps Chrome Sapphire because it's a fun card. I don't have the Sapphire. I just have a Flaherty Sapphire, but I want to eventually get one. Now, you can go over here, variations, since they just have the base right now, and then you can do grades. So do a PSA 10 of that. And you can see how this has been filtered over time. So you can see The last one that sold on 419 was for $392, and there's another comp at 524. It's been pretty stable at $405, 410, and then 410. So market value on this card is about $410 probably around. Someone who sold this out here got a really good deal when selling the card. The buyer didn't, but you sold it at a peak, and then it's going down a little bit. But what's cool is you can also see more data. So you can go over here the last 365 days, and you can see this card literally in December was a $245 card, went all the way up here to 600, went down a little bit, went back up. So you can see a spike right here, down, spike, down, and the trajectory keeps going up with this. So probably look at it with some of the next few sales, it'll go up. Over here, you can also exclude specific sellers. So a lot of people talk about how ProBCN or PWCC go for more than eBay comps on average. So you can exclude those out of there. Also, I really like a way to stop shill bidding. So you can stop, not shill bidding, but shill auctions. So you can see the buyer feedback. You can also exclude 0 feedback or exclude less than 10 feedback. And if you want to exclude buy it nows or auctions or accepted best offers, you can do that as well. I get many of your data sets as possible. Next thing that's a feature, I really don't use this feature as much, is the eBay deal search. So it aggregates different eBay auctions over here and will let you know if something's a deal. So you can see the last average sale price on this Yaga right here is $200. Someone's offering it for $150. So it's 25% less than the market value, and it's $50 cheaper. You can see that also right here as a 9 and a 9. So someone might have just sold this for $200, and a few other people listed up some 9s. You can see this Luciano right here, $750 compared to the last one at a $9.99 as a BGS 9.5. But yeah, you can use this tool and be able to find some auction snipes. So this is what the $25 version of Market Movers gets you. And if you guys want to get a full year subscription or even a month to try it out, use code Breakout, you get 20% off. So 20% off your first month or 20% off your first year.